What's up, my peoples? Coming at you live again. It's your boy Platinum Maxwell, CEO of Platinum Travels, aka Chris Long, coming at you with the V-Blog Spot Report. Just want to talk to you guys about 10 signs you may be experiencing some trauma after a toxic relationship, what have you, friendship, what have you. Let's do this. One is a very pertinent aspect that I want to elaborate on a little bit. But first, smash the like and subscribe to my channel. Hypervigilance. Now, it sounds like a big word. It's like, what's going on? What's wrong with your back and shoulders? Yeah. Okay, it's college joints. So we in college, all right? Hypervigilance. It's when you constantly feel on edge, as though you need to protect yourself from harm or any conflict, even when you're already safe, in a safe zone, so to speak. Some people, they do hypervigilance when they're always feeling threatened, and you have to feel that you're on the edge and you got to protect yourself and someone's after you and things of that nature. But it's not really like that. It's not really like that at all. Number two, let's go with trust issues, okay? People, and I might say some people, okay? They have difficulty trusting others. It's a very hard subject. They seem that they get burned every time they put their trust in someone, and probably they do, but you don't stop trusting in people for a few bad apples. That's like you go to the grocery store, you buy a bag of apples. You may have 3 apples in there that's no good. The rest you're gonna get nourishment from and eat from, and that's how you should look at people when it comes to trusting. So you trust regardless until they prove themselves to not be trusting. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it, and that's where you categorize people. Some people can't be trusted from the start. I wouldn't send nobody to the bank with my mortgage payment, but whatever floats your boat. I'm not trusting nobody. So they have difficulty trusting others, including new partners, new friends, or even some family, stemming from the past betrayals. And like I said before, they've been burned in the past. So that don't mean that you're going to be burned now. And you trust people until they can't be trusted. That's how you do things, okay? 3, low self-esteem. This is one that is a focal point, whereas you have to believe in yourself, first off, and low self-esteem is something that you don't want. It's feelings of worthlessness and or insecurity, and you gotta not have that. If you want to have yourself up here, you don't think of yourself down here. Okay, all right. It's often caused by emotional manipulation or gaslighting that you've experienced. Someone told you that you were nothing and you believed it. Stuff like things of that nature. So low self-esteem, it doesn't work for me. It's not a good thing. It's not a good point, and I won't be focusing on that one too heavy. Because people that got good self-esteem or great self-esteem, they don't think about the lows. How about 4? From the fifth, no, I'm playing 4. Flashbacks of intrusive thoughts. Okay, having this is reliving arguments in your head. Don't do that. If you're already experienced that argument, you've already made up with that person, or you haven't made up with them, don't relive the argument that you had. Hurtful moments, don't relive those. That's a very good point because, oh my God, he left me on Valentine's Day. Don't hang on to that. Just forget about that. Harmful moments or situations from the relationship, don't harper on those things either. And often triggered hatred unexpectedly. That's what it does. It triggers hatred unexpectedly, and you can go on to hate someone or others that haven't done anything to you. So that's one focal point you want to keep in mind. And 5, now we're at the 5th flow. Emotional numbing. I wrote about this in my notes. This focal point is one that's very close to my soul. It's a feeling of detachment or a lack of connection to your emotions, or to the people around you. And when I say this, it's only to say that I felt disconnected. I even called myself Mason Unglued, you know what I'm saying, at one point in time, because I felt I had lost myself and I had to get back to myself. And I had to find a way to get back to myself. And once I did that, it felt like I was more of growing, a growing detachment from everyone else, whereas I can see things at a mature level and was just ready to take on this new world that was in front of me, if it makes sense. So 6, difficulty regulating your emotions. And I also experienced that too, because with the emotional numbing, I really had difficulty regulating my emotions. You might experience intense emotional swings, which I went from happy to sad to mad, back to glad, all in one whop. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? From sadness to anger without understanding why. And what you have to do is you have to sit back and say, why am I mad? I'm not even angry. Talk yourself out of it. You have to talk yourself out of it. Number 7, we're getting there, y'all. Number 7, I wrote in my notes about this one because this one was kind of deep as I studied it. Even AI helped me study this one. It was avoidance of behavior, avoiding places, avoiding people, avoiding situations that remind you of the toxic relationship or friendship. You have to brave that shit head on. Brave it head on and go with it. You'll strengthen yourself by doing that, all right? Now, 8, codependency or fear of being alone. This is a difficulty that you may acquire of being alone or relying too heavily on others for validation and emotional support. Now, this only means that you're looking for someone to validate the loneliness that you're having. Just stay alone for a little while. Talk to yourself. Be with yourself. Get to know yourself. Yourself is a great self. Go with it. All right. 9, we're at physical symptoms. Stress. Yes. The big number 1 killer, y'all. Stress. Stress-related physical issues like headaches, fatigue, oh, I feel so terrible, muscle tension, or even digestive problems. Oh, my stomach feels so terrible. That can be from stress. Physical symptoms can happen to your body from stress and from anger and from constant thought, and emotional avoidance of your behavior. That is all connected and tied into your health. Be healthy, be smart, be happy. All right. Number 10, which is our piece of resistance, y'all. It's fear of intimacy. Now, lots of people experience this, and this is something that really happens mostly in men. It happens to women too, but mostly in men, and more than one. Let's say like out of 100 guys, 78 of them would have this type of situation going on. They can't get close to anyone, but fear of intimacy. They avoid close relationships, of being overly guarded, due to the fear of being hurt again. Men hate being hurt. I mean, women get hurt all the time, and I'm sorry about that. My apologies. But men really hate to be hurt. They operate out of a space that they try not to be emotional with, and they operate out of a space that they really need someone's love. They really need someone's to give us, we need that backing. We want someone's back, and the fear of intimacy gets in the way. So that's the 10 reasons or 10 focal points of why you could be experiencing some trauma within a relationship. Trauma recovery is possible with time, self-care, and professional support, such as therapy. If you had the proper guidance, see a therapist upon overcoming these constant effects. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling suicidal, talk to someone, open your mouth, and say what you feel. All right, this has been your boy, Platinum Maxwell, CEO of Platinum Travels, aka Chris Long, and this has been the V-Blog Spot Report. Peace.